Hi, I'm Ritu and I'll be talking about the problem of India's rising fiscal deficit. Now, before talking about the topic, I would like to quote a headline which appeared in Business Today, which said that India's fiscal deficit reaches 66.8% of the revised budget estimate at January end. So, this is something that is going to affect each one of us. Now, as the government borrows more to finance their fiscal deficit and accumulate more debt, interest rate will tend to go up, and the RBI is trying to drive down interest rate, and in process, returns from the bank FDs have also gone down. So, at a larger level, a spike in the India's borrowing increases the danger of rating agencies downgrading the credit rating even further for India. This will impact everything from systematic investment plan to the value of Indian rupee with respect to the US dollars. Now coming to how it is going to affect our spending. The central government has decided that it will not pay the increase in the DRNS allowance and the DRNS relief system that was due for its employee, which will eventually mean that there will be an indirect income loss for these employees, and so their uh, purchasing power will decrease, and this will eventually hurt the incomes of many other individuals and business. Now, coming to how it is going to affect our savings, we can see that the slowdown in tax collection was clear even before, and this also meant that the government would have to borrow more to bridge the fiscal deficit. Now, when the government borrows more, it crowds out the private part of the economy, which is looking to borrow, pushing up the interest rate in turn for everyone. So, to take care of this, RBI tries to drive down the interest rate by cutting down the repo rate, and it also pumps money into the financial system by buying out the bonds. So lower FD rates would mean that this is how we are going to pay for the slowdown in the tax collection revenue for the government. An aspect that is often missed out in all this is that deposits are a major form of savings for majority of the Indians, and if deposit rates go down as they have been going in past some time, people will need to save more in order to meet their broader saving goals. Now, how government can interfere to fill this hole is the last topic that I'll be discussing. So, government plans to bridge this gap by borrowing more money this year, but the trouble with this is that even these borrowings might not be enough. So, there have been enough suggestions coming from the economists which said that government should monetize the deficit. That means that RBI should be printing more money, but there are several problems that are again associated with the printing of the money as well, because even slightest hint of printing more money by RBI can lead to international investors leaving India, and first and foremost effect of this will be the stock market will fall, which will hurt the retail investors who have invested through SIP routes the most. And if foreign investors exit, then they will want to convert their rupees into dollars, which will eventually mean that the value of rupee will go down as against the dollar, and this will also mean that a weaker rupee will make everything from studying abroad to holidaying abroad more expensive. So the flip side of not printing the money is obviously that it will lead to ratings being downgraded for India. But the government is basically stuck between the devil and the deep sea hands. Borrowing here clearly seems to be a lesser devil than printing money. Now, to conclude in, and I can say that the government needs to look at the innovative ways like selling land, banks, cutting GSTs and income tax rate to shore up the tax revenues, and also it needs to prioritize its expenditure big time. As things stands, it looks like the citizens will have to bear the cost of the tax revenues and a higher fiscal deficit. So this is it. Thank you.